Welcome back. It's your boy Puerto Rock 77 coming at you with another video. Thanks for stopping by. We're about to go 60 frames no lag on another topic, and topic is Sony One E3. All right. Now, if you saw my other videos pertaining to E3, you know personally I don't see winners or losers. I just see who's done better, and necessarily the one presentation that didn't do better doesn't mean it was bad. It's just, which one was better. But in keeping with the community, with gamers who pretty much see black and white, who won, who lost, I wanted to do this video like 2 weeks after E3, and the main reason is to see the reactions, right? Because that's what all E3 is all about. They show stuff, trailers, gameplay, all that stuff, and then it's the post reaction, all right? So the metric I use is YouTube pretty much, since we're a YouTube community, the most passionate community here on YouTube, the gamers, all right? So what I found was certain pieces of information, and I judged it by all the E3 trailers, views. Pretty much, picture this. So a trailer comes out on E3, whether it's Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, right? So obviously the people watching E3, they have their reactions, but there's millions and millions and millions of gamers that, they don't stand around and watch E3. They wait till after it's over and they wait for these specific trailers to post. And then they go watch it on YouTube, and that's where they get the views, right? Makes sense, does it? Kind of makes sense. If something was shown that's great, people's going to want to go to YouTube and watch the trailer to see what all the buzz is about. And that's where you get all those views from, right? Makes sense. So, right now, the most viewed E3 trailer is God of War, right? The most. Right now, it's already at 10.1 million views, right? Surpassing even Battlefield 1. Now, look at this. God of War, right, trailer, is for an exclusive platform. No one else can play it unless you have a PlayStation 4 platform, right? Battlefield is a multi-plat. Xbox, Xbox One, PlayStation, and PC. And that game generated 9.5 million views. So that's huge. That's showing God of War. That's how much attraction God of War is presenting. That's how much people want to check that out, okay? Another view that's up there is the announcement of the Xbox One S. That also generated 9.5 million views, all right? That's huge. That's pretty big. But as you can see, God of War is the biggest, all right? Now let's look at some other games, especially the ones on Microsoft platform, the Xbox One, that are coming out soon. Dead Rising 4, right? A lot of everybody in the community saying that's one of the reasons why Microsoft won E3 is because of Dead Rising 4, the games are coming out immediately. Well, oddly enough, when you look at the trailer, the highest views for Dead Rising 4 is 530K. That's not a lot for a game that's coming out soon. 530K? That didn't really attract a lot of people to see that trailer that they missed out on. Interesting. Now, Recore, 2.3 million. And I apologize if you see me because I got my little notes because I can't remember all those numbers. Recore trailer that was revealed at E3, that's 2.3 million. So that's pretty good. It did generate. So I'm glad to see that a Japanese-made game is getting some interest on the Xbox platform, right? Forza Horizon 3, 2.1 million. So Recore actually generated just a little bit more views than Forza Horizon 3. I think mostly also because a lot of people already knew about Forza, but that's really good. Funny, Scorpio, 2.1 million. And I found that number odd compared to the Slim model. Slim model generated 9.5 million, Scorpio 2.1 million. I'm like, whoa, how a huge contrast. But then I got to thinking, obviously, Scorpio didn't really have a hardware reveal. It was just a 3-minute announcement. There's plenty of time. Next E3 is going to be the big Scorpio reveal, so it makes sense. Xbox One Slim, that's released in August, so people are really interested in that because that's something you're going to purchase right now. So I could get that. I understand why there's a huge gap on stuff, all right? Now, but here's a funny one, and I tried to look to see, make sure it's a mistake, but it isn't. The Gears of War E3 co-op, they demonstrated co-op on E3. That generated, the highest one that generated is 150K. Now, don't confuse that with the Gears of War trailer, the Gears of War 4 Tomorrow trailer, which they showed 2 months ago. I'm talking about E3. This is about who won E3, and, so the co-op was 150K, which I found kind of weird. Maybe people just wasn't interested an actual watch sitting around just to watch a co-op, a segment of the co-op. And that's just the case. Now on the Sony side, again, I already talked about God of War. 10 million, over 10 million. The dominant game of E3, the dominant trailer of E3. All right. Then you got Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man generated 3.8 million views. That's more than any other game also. So right off the bat, God of War and Spider-Man are two trailers that surpass any game trailers that were shown for the Xbox One. And then Death Stranding generated 2.1 million, which is equivalent to what Forza Horizon 3 generated. So as you can see, especially with the key games of God of War and Spider-Man, those games pushed out a lot of views, a lot of interest. And then if you go to the Spider-Man thread trailer and look at the comments, oh man, there's a huge discussion comments. I think almost at 9,000, I think at this point. 9,000 comments in just a 2-week period talking about Spider-Man. It is huge. And I'm not just talking about and most of the comments aren't even from PlayStation fans. I mean, yeah, you see a few of them, you see a lot, but you see so many gamers that are not PlayStation 4 owners just making their comments, how pissed they are, asking, is this multi-plat? Does Sony make multi-plat games? Why can't Sony make games for other systems? I mean, it's out the woodworks. You have a lot of comments from Xbox gamers on there saying, they're saying things like, fuck, now I gotta get a PlayStation 4. Man, I wasn't planning on getting a PlayStation 4. I guess I am now. It's just amazing how that game is gonna be a system seller for the platform for people who never planned on getting a PlayStation 4. So to me, that's the reason I think Sony won E3. It's pulling people, people who never had no intentions of getting a PlayStation is coming. And then with God of War, the amount of views, that's incredible. 10K views, the most trailer out of all the games, even surpassing Battlefield, which was surprising, especially all the good things, and the positive reactions the Battlefield is doing. So anyway, so that's my view. That's my comment on why I think Sony won E3. All right, post your comments, please. Tell me what you think. Tell me if my logic makes sense. See if you can understand. Can you do you agree, or can you at least understand where I'm trying to come from? But anyway, just let me know. Tell me what you think. Who actually won E3 and post why. I like to read comments. I like to learn from other gamers and stuff like that. I don't keep myself closed-minded. Everybody has something to bring to the table, and I read everybody's opinions because that's how my wisdom and knowledge grows. It grows by listening and learning from other ones. So please, by all means, comment, subscribe, look at my other videos if you're new here. I appreciate it. Anyway, to the most passionate community on YouTube, the gamers, thank you for stopping by. And keep it gaming, guys, right? Always keep it gaming. Enjoy. Take care. Have a happy 4th.